Ever notice how after a crazy day at work, you just wiped? But then a good workout can actually, like, totally energize you. Kind of strange.
Yes, yeah.
So that's what we're digging into today. We got this AI chatbot,
Uh-huh.
and we just fed it tons of questions about work and exercise and how they affect, like, our energy levels.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is, right?
Yeah.
And get this. The AI used this battery analogy to kind of explain it all.
Oh, okay.
We'll break that down, as we go.
Yeah.
But first, let's, I don't know, sort of think about the ways work and exercise are similar and different.
Okay.
Obviously, both. Use your muscles, right?
Yeah.
You're burning energy, whether you're, I don't know, like lifting boxes at work or weights at the gym.
Yeah, and they can both actually improve your fitness over time.
That's true.
Like, you think about construction workers, right?
Right.
They're basically working out all day long.
Yeah, it's built in.
Yeah.
But here's the big difference, I think.
Okay.
The purpose. So work is about, like getting stuff done, producing something.
Right.
Exercise, though.
Yeah.
That's about improving your health, getting fitter, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and that difference in purpose, it brings in all these psychological factors,
Oh, yeah.
Work, it comes with deadlines, pressure to perform, competition.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
Oh, for sure.
Leads to anxiety, and that can really tank your energy.
And, like, your brain is just on overdrive constantly.
Totally.
Just trying to keep up.
And then on top of that mental exertion,
Yeah.
you've got the physical side of it.
Right.
Lots of us are sitting for hours and hours at work.
So true.
And that's definitely not helping our energy levels.
No, it's like the opposite.
That lack of movement
Yeah.
slows your metabolism down, makes you feel sluggish.
Ugh, sluggish, yeah. And then that's where you get burnout.
Right.
Like, have you ever felt that?
Oh, absolutely.
Totally drained.
Mentally and physically.
Yeah.
No motivation to do anything.
It's the worst.
It is, and it can be a real problem.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
affects your energy and just how you feel overall.
Oh, yeah?
And it's often tied to those crazy work environments we were talking about.
So we've talked about work draining us.
Yeah.
But what about exercise? How does that recharge us?
Well, one of the main ways is through endorphins.
Okay.
They're these chemicals our bodies make, and they act like natural painkillers, mood boosters.
So that's why you feel so good after a workout.
Exactly.
Endorphins.
Okay.
It's not just about feeling good, though, right?
Right. Exercise also ramps up your body's ATP production.
ATP.
It's basically the fuel that powers your cells.
Oh, wow.
So you're literally making more energy.
At like a cellular level.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And we can't forget about sleep.
Oh, yeah, sleep.
Regular exercise helps you sleep better.
Deeper sleep.
More restful sleep.
And that's when you really recharge.
Exactly. So that battery analogy the AI gave us,
Yeah.
it's starting to make a lot of sense.
Totally. Work drains the battery.
Exercise charges it back up.
But there's another part of this analogy, I think, that we should get into.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what other things besides actual exercise can recharge us? What else can replenish that energy and help us avoid burnout?
That's a great question, and that's what we're going to talk about next. So we've been saying work drains you, exercise recharges you.
Right.
But it's not just the gym, right? There are other things that can help us, like, refill those energy reserves.
Totally. It's like, if energy's a battery,
Yeah.
we need to find all the ways to plug in recharge.
Right. Like finding those secret power outlets.
I like that. Yeah.
And what's interesting is those outlets, they can be different for everybody.
Oh, for sure. What energizes one person might, totally drain somebody else.
Absolutely.
So it's about finding what works for you, right?
Yeah.
What makes you feel, I don't know, more alive, more energetic.
Exactly. And there are a bunch of different things to try.
Okay.
Think about, have you ever spent time out in nature?
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Like gone for a walk in the park or hiking in the woods? How did that make you feel?
Actually, funny you mentioned that. I went for a hike last weekend.
Nice.
And I felt so refreshed afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like my mind was clear.
Yeah.
And I just had this like burst of energy.
That's what a lot of people say.
Yeah.
Nature can really restore you, reduce stress.
Yeah.
Something about being around trees, fresh air, the sounds of nature.
It's like nature's its own energy drink or something.
Yeah. And it's not just the outdoors either.
What else?
Creative stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like painting, writing, playing music, even gardening.
I love that.
Those activities, they use a different kind of energy.
Right.
They spark your imagination, make you feel good.
Yeah. It's like using a different part of your brain.
Exactly.
A part that maybe doesn't get used much at work.
And speaking of our brains,
Yeah.
what about things that help us mentally, emotionally,
yeah.
like mindfulness, meditation.
I've been trying to do more of that, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it's helping. It's
Yeah.
like I'm training my mind to, be present, not get caught up in all the stress.
And that stress is often what drains us, right?
It is, yeah.
Learning to quiet your mind, be in the moment, that can really help.
Yeah, it's like building a wall between you and all that stress.
Exactly.
Keep it out.
And one more thing I want to mention,
Okay.
social connection.
Oh, yeah.
Spending time with people you care about, laughing, just enjoying each other's company.
That always makes me feel better.
Right. It can really energize you.
Yeah, it's like you're tapping into a shared energy source or something.
Totally. You're reminded that you're not alone.
Yeah.
And that feeling of connection, it can be really powerful.
So we've got nature, creative stuff, mindfulness, connecting with people.
It's like a whole menu of energy boosters.
That's a good way to put it.
And the best part, you can mix and match, find what works for you.
Yeah, it's not one size fits all, right?
Exactly. It's about creating your own personal energy plan. A set of strategies that help you stay charged. Avoid those energy crashes.
Okay, so we've got all of these ways to recharge, right? Like, besides going to the gym,
Right.
spending time in nature, getting creative, mindfulness,
Yeah.
hanging out with friends, family.
All good stuff.
It's like we've got this whole toolkit for boosting our energy.
I like that analogy, yeah.
But how do we actually use it? Like in real life, when we're busy and stuff.
Well, I think the first thing is just being more aware of your own energy.
Yeah.
Like as you go through your day, notice when you feel the most energized.
Okay.
And when you hit those slumps,
Mm-hmm.
what things drain you? What things make you feel good?
So it's like being a detective or something.
Kind of, yeah. You're tracking down the energy thieves and the energy gems.
I love that.
And once you know what those are, you can start planning your day around them.
Okay.
Be strategic.
So instead of waiting till you're exhausted, you're kind of being proactive.
Exactly.
Like scheduling those energy boosts.
Yeah, just like you'd schedule a meeting, right?
Right. And you wouldn't just cancel a meeting.
So don't cancel on yourself.
I like that.
If you know you always get that mid-afternoon slump,
Yeah. Every day.
block off some time, even 15 minutes, go for a walk, do some breathing exercises.
Maybe call a friend.
Yeah, even those short breaks can make a big difference.
That's good to know.
And don't forget about the weekends.
Oh, yeah, the weekend.
I've got more time then, right? To really dive into those energy boosting things.
Yeah, maybe work on a project, get out in nature.
Just unplug for a bit, spend time with people you love.
Yeah, disconnect.
Weekends can be a great chance to recharge fully so you're ready for the next week.
Like a mini vacation for your mind and body.
Exactly.
So we need to be aware of our energy, schedule those boosts, protect that time.
Right.
Is there anything else we can do, like to make this a habit,
I think the biggest thing is to remember it's different for everyone.
Right, not one size fits all.
Exactly. Experiment, find what works for you, what makes you feel good.
Listen to your body, right?
Yes. If something feels good, do more of it.
And if something drains you, maybe stop doing it.
Or at least reevaluate it.
That makes sense.
And be open to changing things up,
Yeah,
What worked before might not work now.
because life changes.
Exactly. Our energy needs change too, so stay curious, be flexible.
Keep trying new things.
Yeah, find what helps you recharge and thrive.
This has been really interesting, I think.
Me too.
We've gone way beyond just, work makes you tired, exercise gives you energy.
Yeah, it's more complicated than that.
There's so much more to it.
There is.
So to wrap things up, I guess, for everyone listening,
Yeah,
it's easy to forget about taking care of ourselves.
especially in such a busy world.
But we've seen how important it is for our well-being.
It really does make a difference.
So if we make those energy-boosting activities a priority,
Uh-huh.
not just something we do if we have time,
Yeah, make it a habit.
we can not only deal with that work drain,
But also feel better, be more resilient,
live a life that, feels good.
more aligned with what's important to you.
Exactly. It's like a cycle. Work might take our energy.
But we can get it back.
Come back even stronger, more focused.
Ready for anything.
It's a small change, but it can make a big difference.
I think so too.